Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started on our Friday morning. Maybe just a touch warmer in a couple of spots than it was yesterday. Still comfortable out there, still dry out there, still clear out there. And that's the way it's going to play out all day. Now, made it to 89 officially yesterday. The record high for this date is 90. No reason we're not going to be close to that, so we'll be on record watch this afternoon. It is going to be a little bit warm. It's not going to have that summer feel. But 89 or 90 is still 89 or 90, and it's going to be toasty this afternoon. I expect most of us in the overnight dip back down to 60 or into the middle and upper 50s again. So a very similar theme to this forecast is going to continue into Saturday, and it's probably going to continue into Sunday while we start looking to the north and west for that next boundary that is still a couple of days away, and hopefully it can get here and get through to bring in slightly cooler air. We're at the point in the year we don't want to be talking about 90s anymore. It's 57 right now in Thomasville. It's 58 degrees in Tallahassee. It's 59 this morning in Valdosta. A little bit on the warmer side of normal. We'll be pretty close. 54, 55 is where we should be. I see those dew point temperatures in the mid 50s, so I think the air temperatures can come down just a little bit more, and it will still be a very comfortable start to the day, a very nice start to the day. We're hanging on to 60 in Bainbridge. There's a 59 in Perry. I see a 57 in Quincy. Camilla is one of the cooler spots at 55. Now, it's not going to be breezy today. It wasn't breezy yesterday. That breeze kind of relaxed a little bit after being a little bit more noticeable earlier this week. Today, that breeze will try to turn a little. So if it turns more towards the east or even towards the southeast, we'll see if we bring in a little bit more moisture and notice just a little tiny return of some of the humidity, and that may adjust the overnight temperatures tomorrow night into Sunday, tonight into tomorrow, and maybe even more Sunday into Monday, depending on where that boundary gets and when. Now, some of our visibility numbers are being reduced this morning. We do have that little extra twinge of moisture again right back. So places like Live Oak, like Perry, like Camilla, we're 3 miles or lower with the visibility. And I suspect we're going to find some more areas with some patchy fog. There are some showers trying to move through parts of the Midwest and maybe even into parts of the central United States. We'll see if any of that can hold together. Likely it'll get gobbled up by all the dry air in place. The high pressure still our big weather player and will be for another day or two. Now, that will eventually move out of the way, and we'll see what this boundary is able to do. It feels like it should be able to get here by Sunday, Monday, and maybe then we start talking about that adjustment. So we got another couple of days of the warm, the clear, the dry, and then we see if we maybe make a few adjustments to that forecast for early next week. The tropics, they're nice and quiet. As a matter of fact, there's nothing organized anywhere out there. There's nothing that looks like it's going to get organized anywhere out there, not for several days at least. We'll continue to watch. Remember, we go all the way through the end of November for the Atlantic hurricane season. On the Gulf close to home today, mostly sunny, good condition, winds less than 12 knots, seas less than 2 feet, so a pretty good run here for the boaters after it was been a pretty breezy setup for several days. 50s and 60s, we'll call it clear and comfy. The sun comes up at 7:47. I think this afternoon a lot of us are going to get up there flirting with 90. Hopefully we don't quite get that warm, but lots of sunshine, lots of dry, lots of warm to be expected, and the rain chances remain out of this forecast. Sunset tonight is 6:56. Let this be one of another many reminders, not this coming Sunday, next Sunday, the Sunday before Election Day, that first Sunday when the calendar says November. That's when we turn those clocks back, so that's when we'll start adjusting that daylight time. But as far as the setup goes for this weekend, warm, sunny, dry, those afternoon temperatures, middle and upper 80s, maybe even pushing 90 today and tomorrow. I think things do start to cool down a little bit for the beginning of next week.